Hey guys, I am now a year into my life in this country and I'm gonna share some of my thoughts with you today, so let's get into it. When I first came over here and we did a few different road trips, especially to Nicolson, which is one of the West Peninsula, it felt like we were literally stepping into a geography book. It's kind of, I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, like sections through volcanoes and understanding how glaciers form and when a volcano is going to erupt. And on a side note, I do not know when the volcano is going to erupt. It is overdue by something stupid like 50 to 60 years, so I'm sorry. It might happen any day soon. Who knows? I mean, Iceland, it's just fascinating. There's so much here to see and do and understand, and the landscape here is just phenomenal. And in my opinion, the amount of visitors that Iceland is now getting, they really need to start thinking about how they're going to protect that landscape and all these amazing natural formations that people come here to see and unfortunately traipse across and stand on moss because Justin Bieber did it. But let's run through what Iceland has to offer. So the first one is waterfalls. Now waterfalls are they're just something you want to go and visit and stare at and walk behind or walk up to and get soaked by, climb to the top of, take photographs, do long frame exposure shots and record them. Hot springs. There are loads of hot springs, whether it's the Blue Lagoon, the Secret Lagoon, secret pools, little ones down on the harbour where you can just fit your feet into, or hot springs in local swimming pools. Whatever it is, absolutely make sure that you visit a hot spring. Glaciers. Now how crazy is that? 3 massive glaciers in this country. There might be more than that, I'm not sure. But the glacier that I went to, and I am not even going to try and pronounce that one, it was amazing actually climbing and hiking on the glacier, putting crampons on for the first time and using a pickaxe, abseil and climb different crevices of the glacier. I could just have filmed and taken photographs for the whole day. Moss covered lava. Now when you land at Keflavik and you drive from Keflavik to Reykjavik, you literally are driving on another planet. It's surreal. Just black sand beaches, black fields of lava, grey brown fields of lava, red lava, then you get moss covering the lava, geysers, water that is 100 degrees Celsius to the point where it boils so much that it explodes at a great force out of the earth. That's amazing. Sometimes people say to me, are there other places to go? What are your highlights? What do you recommend? And what's not touristy that's a must do, a secret that you want to share with us? I don't know any secrets about this country, and the things that I keep to myself, I'm gonna keep to myself because I don't want 2 million people going there. But honestly, the touristy sites in this country are touristy for a reason. They are phenomenal. Go and see them because that's what Iceland has to offer and they're just fantastic. Aside from that, getting lost is one of the best things you could do. Go off for a wander, hike lots of different trails, take your camera and just snap away because it's all so picturesque and beautiful. Local buses around Reykjavik are much better these days. I've noticed a massive difference in them in the last 2 years, but if you are coming here to travel around, hire a car. It is expensive, but it's definitely worth it. If you are the sort of person who goes on coach trips and are used to them, then okay, fine. But to me, I don't want to go and see Iceland with another 30 odd people being shipped around place to place. I want to be able to park at the side of the road and go off and see that waterfall instead of just driving past it. And that's the absolute beauty of having your own car. Okay, so now that you've got your hire car, where should you go? My top tips are the Golden Circle, Blue Lagoon, to or from the airport. Get it booked. It is a once in a lifetime experience. The South Coast, Black Sand Beach, and everything else that's down there. I'm just gonna say the Glacier Lagoon because I can't even remember what it's called. Spend a day wandering around Nicolson, and then any other time that you have left, drive around the country. I'm so jealous. I want to do that. But yeah, it's all relatively easy to access, really easy to drive. There is one main road. It is a 2-lane road Some of the bridges are only one lane, so don't leave your common sense at home. Things like stopping in the middle of a one-lane bridge to take a photograph of the waterfall underneath. You're just holding up the traffic. There are many accidents that happen in this country for stupid reasons. The Black Sand Beach is one of the places where a lot of this occurs. You know, don't stand too close to a geyser for a very, very good reason. Don't stand on the moss because you gotta look after this land. You're coming to see it. It is phenomenal. It won't last a huge amount of time if we don't look after it. Iceland is very new to tourism still, and they're very slow at putting any kind of protection in place. It's also quite a mixed opinion on how to protect these landscapes and these natural formations and things. So just use your common sense. Be respectful of the places that you're going to see. Leave them the way that you found them, and they will always be there for other people to see as well. So feel free to hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the other videos. Subscribing to this channel is free, so make sure that you are joining in the adventure. Thanks very much for watching. Please make sure you're following me on all of the social medias, and I will see you in the next video.